In a beautiful village in China, there lived an old woman. She was very hardworking and earned her living by fetching water. She had 2 water pots. One was completely new and intact, while the other was old and cracked. Every day, the old woman filled both pots with water and carried them back from the spring. The path was long and her home was far away. The old woman kept walking, carrying the weight on her shoulders. But the cracked pot had a hole through which water kept dripping. Meanwhile, the intact pot delivered its water safely all the way home. By the time she reached home, however, the story was quite different.
The cracked pot would be only half full by the time they reached home.
This routine continued for 2 years. Every day, half the water was wasted. The intact pot felt very proud of itself for being flawless. But the poor cracked pot felt ashamed because it could not do its job properly. It felt that it was useless and of no value. Every day, water was wasted because of it, and this thought was eating away at it from within. At last, one day, the pot lost all its courage. It said to Granny, "I am sorry." The old woman asked, "What are you apologizing for?" The pot said, "For the past 2 years, I have been spilling half of my water. Because of my flaw, your hard work goes to waste. Please throw me away and bring a new pot. I am no longer fit to carry water." Hearing this, the old woman smiled and said, "Today, when we return, look carefully at the side of the path you walk along." The pot did exactly that. Along the way, it looked down on its side of the path. And it was astonished. Along the side of the path where it walked, countless beautiful flowers were in full bloom. Meanwhile, the path on the other pot's side was completely dry and barren. When they reached home, the old woman said, "Didn't you notice that the flowers bloom only on your side? I knew that you had a crack. That's why I planted flower seeds along the path on your side. As we passed by every day, your leaking water kept giving life to those seeds. Look, today, my home is filled with the fragrance of these very flowers." If you had not been exactly the way you are, none of this would have been possible. Hearing this, even the intact pot felt ashamed, realizing that it only carried water but never created any beauty. But it is our imperfections that make us unique. The old woman said, "Look, because of you, my home is filled with fragrance today. Without you, this would not have been possible." Everyone has some flaw or another, but it is our imperfections that make us unique. The true skill is in how we turn our flaws into strengths. Embrace your imperfections and live happily. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Poom TV.